today you're going to get me looking this direction a lot, which feels very rude, but that's where the microphone is. Because mysteries continue today, not just in the character, but in the player, who's not going to be on camera.
Sorry.
But the player today is my wife Nicola, who has been part of Adventures of Bogo since it began, been in every charity game, basically been involved in just about everything I've done related to D&D. All the streams, all even the content that was produced.
Yep.
The Armory Fighter, the Harvest Druid. And today's going to be a little bit shorter than the other ones, partially because you've been staying up all night working on a project I've not seen.
Mm.
Which, do you want to tell the audience what it is?
Nice try, but no.
I nearly got away with that.
You almost did, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to settle better next time.
Mm.
So far, we don't know anything about your character except for the information which is in the stream name that I learned all of about 10 minutes ago, which is their name.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to introduce your character?
My character is called Beth. She comes from a very small town.
Yep, I'm being told that they can barely hear us, so I'm hoping that I can fix that.
So that seems to have made it worse. So she's from a very small town. She's a harvest druid, so she spends the majority of her time in this town helping them look after their agriculture. But Santa's in trouble, and she can't. There's too many kids in the village that are looking forward to Santa coming. So
normally I've been asking the players, like, so why is your character going to help Santa? Your character is going to help the little kids of their village to make sure they get their presents.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the real reason?
Yes. I couldn't get the role, so yes, this is the real reason.
Okay. So you might be the only one genuinely going to help out the goodness of your heart and love for Christmas joy.
Which is weird, because I think I'm the only player that detests Christmas.
You're certainly the only one I know of which strongly do. You are playing in this slightly against your will, actually, yes. It should be said, because shortly after I revealed to the players the hook of the adventure, you have to go help Santa and be his interns, you were like, I'm not playing, I'm not going to go help Santa. And I thought it was a joke.
Which it wasn't.
And then we got to the point where I couldn't really... it was a bit late for me to get anyone else in terms of my planning.
Yeah, I actually found out yesterday for definite that I was playing.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know it was.
That was... and the whole time I thought you knew.
No.
I thought you were like... You were on it. And then yesterday I was like, remember it's your intro tomorrow. And you just intro to what? But
making me help Santa.
I am making you help Santa. Well, I'm making you go work for Santa.
That's worse.
The rogue Noir immediately, I think the things we described her character potentially doing involve stealing the presents and kidnapping elves to make sure they could get the job to go there and steal the presents. And yesterday we met Medium Rari, and Medium Rari went there to flog their skills as a fortune teller, who's right twice a day for definite.
Okay. So far, as a player, I like the rogue's objective. The character will not be happy with that, but
maybe they won't get away with it. Maybe things will happen and everyone will be too busy.
This is the issue with having a character that is fundamentally different from you.
It's just an acting challenge. That's all. You got to pull out that inner actress.
Yeah.
So, what? Just so to reiterate it, if you said before through all that, so Beth's from a small town who has to help Santa so that the kids get their presents. And does Beth have a race and a class yet?
Beth is a Aasimar druid.
An Aasimar druid. Is there a particular kind of druid?
Circle of the Harvest.
Circle of it. So I actually was legitimately asking because I know you mentioned this before, but I was not sure what you were going to pick. So Circle of the Harvest being the content that you can find on DM's Guild, which is a class I actually wrote, and it's all about like it has a feature where you produce food, and it's all about helping the people around you.
Yeah.
Which sounds very appropriate for one of Santa's helpers, really. Not what they were originally written for, but yeah, it fits. That content on DM's Guild, which Nicola, I hope you remember to buy your copy of it to play it. All the royalties of everything I sell on the DM's Guild right up until the end of the year are going to part where I'm stopping because I see that I'm buffering here, which I didn't worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Then I noticed this dot over here.
What is that dot?
Oh wait, hang on. I think I'm back. That dot is it's a block and it tells me the rate of upload. So minor technical hitch there. This is one of the issues of having the microphone in the middle of the room. I can't monitor that in real time. So to reiterate, you're playing a Harvest Druid. The Harvest Druid is content that can be found on the DM's Guild. It's a homebrewed Druid circle for D&D 5th edition. Obviously, that's what we're playing. Any money made from the Harvest Druid or any of the other releases that I have on the DM's Guild, at the end of the year, all of that money is going to the Trussell Trust. The Trussell Trust is what this has all been for. What the charity game's for. There's a Just Giving page for it. You can see a progress bar at the top of the stream. Hopefully I'm pointing at it. So we're 12.5% of the way there. If you want to leave a contribution, then there is a donate button under the stream. Go ahead and hit that up, and every pound you donate is going to give you some chance to win some good prizes. The winners of which are going to be announced on the day of the Christmas stream, which happens on the 19th, not on Christmas. I realise that's confusing. Okay, I think I plugged all the bits. Go help. The Trussell Trust, I should actually say, is a charity dedicated. You can tell I don't script these. Is a charity dedicated to helping eliminate hunger in Britain. They support over 1,200 food banks across the country, and this winter they are expecting to. They are expecting to have to give out an emergency food parcel every 9 seconds, I believe. So, an extremely daunting mission, which the money can go a long way to help. I'm assuming you're laughing is at the fact that you were watching me after the fact on the monitor there, yeah. and I got to the point of waving my hands in the air.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're playing the Harvest Druid.
Yeah.
Do you have a reason that you picked Harvest Druid versus anything else?
Well, like I said, the rogue was taken.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the only reason it's a Harvest Druid is because you didn't want 2 rogues.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's fair enough.
I mean, if I'd got the rogue, I would be assassinating Santa, but
that's a very different tone of character.
Yes. Yeah, but I can't have the rogue, so
I shouldn't put you in a room alone with Santa.
No.
Not your character, just you.
Yeah, just me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, shall we do some rolling? So far, everyone has been rolling quite well, both in magic items, ability scores, and in HP.
Okay.
So, if you got your 4d6,
Yes.
right, roll them. Put your tray on a flat surface.
My knee's fine.
Your knee is not flat, and if your knee is flat, it's not fine. See, you've got it worse than anyone else. I don't know what anyone else is doing with their dice, but because you are in the same room as me, you get a hard time. Right, so 4d6, 7 times. Each time you roll the 4, drop the lowest.
14.
14. That math was difficult.
It was.
It looked difficult.
That's a 13.
13. Okay, this is going pretty well so far. If you need help with the math, do just read the numbers out individually. Then I can get it wrong in front of everyone and embarrass myself.
That's a 5, and a 3.
So that's 13.
13.
I take it that was dropping the lowest one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're just sitting there rolling 3, you're giving yourself a hard time. But your rolls are more impressive.
That's 16.
16. Your lowest roll so far is a 13. That's quite impressive.
Is that the lowest?
That's you've got a 14, a 13, a 13, and a 16.
Okay.
This streak of rolling well continues.
13.
13 again. That's 3 13s. That's got like trouble comes in 3s. 13's an unlucky number. Like this isn't going. This is going well, but it's not a good sign. All right, go ahead. Give us another set.
How many more have I to do?
Well, you've done 4. So, no, sorry, you've done 5.
That's
there you
13
go.
again.
13 again.
Yeah.
Can someone who's better at numbers run the odds on that? All right. So last set of rolls, odds on favourite. It's not going to be a 13. Statistically, impossible.
It's not a 13.
It's not a 13. Okay, what is it?
It's an 11.
At 11. All right, but what we're going to do with that 11 is chuck it right in the bin, because that's your 11 is your lowest roll. You have, and I joke with you not, 16, 14, 13, 13, 13, 13. You have 4 13s, a 16 and a 14. Which is pretty good rolls. I don't know what to say about that. It's just that I said yesterday on the stream, I can't jinx your dice rolls. I always say you roll good ability scores, and your ability to roll good ability scores is more powerful than my ability to jinx it, apparently.
I would have preferred had it been one of the other numbers that
I mean, I can imagine. But if your lowest is 4 13s, you can't complain that much, can you?
Mm.
So, HP, you can be level 6. We take your level 1 roll as if it was at the maximum, so that's 8. So, I need 5 d8s from you.
Yeah,
Feel free to roll them one at a time.
I was just going to roll them and then read out the numbers to you.
Okay, I'll do all the work.
Yeah. I get to re-roll ones, yeah?
You get to re-roll ones once.
Okay. So I've got 2 ones in that.
Okay, so re-roll them, but if either of them are ones, you got to keep them.
Okay, so I have 2 8s.
Oh, hang on, no. One number at a time. If I'm doing the math, I'm doing it on easy mode.
Sorry. 8.
Okay.
8.
I'm shocked.
7.
Okay.
5.
Okay, guys, you can play along at home. You can also get yourself a pencil and a bit of paper, and add along with us.
And 3.
I should have said that at the start, not right at the end.
Mm.
However, that gives you 39 rolled hit points, which I don't need to tell you is very good. You have the most hit points of anyone. And I think quite possibly you have the best stats of anyone. Or at the very least, you have...
The most consistent?
You have the highest minimum. Certainly the most consistent, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like with this kind of luck on your side, I don't even really need to ask. But equipment, 500 gold pieces or 100 gold pieces, and a magic item. What's it going to be?
100 gold and a magic item.
100 gold and a magic item. So you're going to need D100, and we're going to roll this on magic item table F. Maybe this is where the luck runs out. Maybe this is at the end of the streak.
22.
22. Amulet of proof against detection and location.
Yeah, I think the luck ran out.
Well, it depends exactly on what kind of enemy you're going to be fighting, I guess.
Mm.
So, shall we read about the amulet? The one thing you do always get, you always get an item that I don't know the function of off the top of my head. Last time it was Bag of Tricks.
Oh, I love the Bag of Tricks.
There's a weasel came out of that, I think. Giant weasel came out. So, when you're wearing the amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors. So, I mean, you're essentially immune to divination magic that tries to target you. That's pretty cool. Mm. And through magic, you cannot be detected. So, might come in handy. You don't know.
Maybe.
So, certainly, I think out of the magic items rolled so far, it is the least obvious. Like, the Noir got the Cloak of Elvenkind. Medium Rari got the Broom of Flying. You got the Amulet of Proof against detection and location. And that just doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well, or it doesn't seem to fit a theme as well. The Witch got a Broom. The Rogue got Hiding Cloak.
Yeah.
So unless your usual superpower is being invisible, I'm not sure thematically
it's not.
it's quite as on point.
No.
But might be good.
Maybe.
And if not, you've got plenty of hit points to tank your way through anything anyway. So I mean, this is something that's going to be interesting to find out from a character that said, if I was the rogue, I'd kill Santa.
Mm-hmm.
So I assassinate Santa. I don't want to do you a disservice.
Yeah.
What is it the sniper said? You won't know this. Team Fortress 2, meet the sniper. I'm an assassin, not a crazed gunman. The difference is one's a job and one's mental sickness. So Beth, it's a job, not mental sickness. Assassinate Santa. But as we all know, Santa rates all of his workers on a scale of candy canes, from 1 to 10. So you are obviously getting 0 candy canes because you sat here talking about killing Santa. You're on the naughty list. That's just how it is.
Me as a player.
Yeah, you as a player.
Not a character.
No. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about my wife. My wife is on the naughty list. Which is great because I don't have to buy her anything for Christmas now.
I'll just burn your shit then.
Why don't you just keep it? Steal the. Hey, there you go. That's it. You've stole. You can go full Grinch. So that was our one swear word we're allowed. We're now officially PG-13.
Sorry.
Sorry, that's what I aim for. So, tell me what Beth wants to get out of 10 candy canes from Santa. Beth's your character.
But what is the candy canes for? Like,
all of Santa's workers are rated out of candy canes. The best workers get 10 out of 10, and the worst workers get 1 out of 10. So Noir is thinking they're going to get 8 out of 10 candy canes because they're going to be really useful. Medium Rari thinks 7 out of 10 because, like, for niceness, 9 out of 10. For usefulness, 4 out of 10. So they've rounded it up to an optimistic 7. So what does Beth think they're going to get at the end of this review? What candy cane rating is Santa going to leave them on Yelp?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Beth is shooting for the stars. You're going to be the perfect little...
Not only is she useful, but she does embody the joy of Christmas.
I'm going to have so much fun watching you try and play someone embodying the joy of Christmas. I think your face is going to crack.
It is. It's going to be horrific.
That's going to be deeply satisfying. So, join us on the 19th of December here at 6 p.m. GMT to watch Nicola's face crack as she tries to smile her way through Christmas as Beth, the Asimar harvest druid who is trying to make sure all the children in her village get presents. And it appears Beth's good intentions have been rewarded with good rolls: 16, 14, 13, 13, 13, 13, 39 hit points, and an amulet of proof against detection and location. Which is, I mean, maybe that was a gift from Santa. Maybe that's how no one ever... Yeah, like, you're a kid, you can never catch Santa. You had a magic amulet. Yeah, that's the reason. That's officially it. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Please do consider donating to the Trussell Trust. I mean, times, as we know, are very difficult for... I mean, everyone to one degree or another, but if you were already in a hard time, then it is getting close to unbearable for many people. The work they do is extremely important, and if that isn't enough by itself, then you can be in to win codes for Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. You can be in for other rulebooks, one-shot adventures, art commission, custom dice, just lots of things you can take away from all this. As well as that warm feeling of Christmas joy.
Yep.
Isn't that right, Nicola?
Yeah.
Brimming over with Christmas joy.
Wishing everyone the most joy ever.
You're like cinnamon on hot chocolate.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wasn't disagreeing with that. I put cinnamon in coffee. Cinnamon's amazing.
Okay.
So, join us tomorrow to meet the next in line of Santa's helpers, who, I mean, if we stick to trend, is going to have very good ability scores and is going to have good health, an appropriate magic item, but we're probably, I think, going to break back into the trend of being out for themselves at Santa's Grotto. But we'll find out. And until then, I mean, just don't do anything stupid.
Bye.